everybody, how are we doing? It is Sunday the 30th of June 2013. We're here to talk about the very final chapter in the Argo series. Okay, apologies I didn't get to do this yesterday. I was extremely busy. Went out last night as well for a bit, actually, to go and see Man of Steel for the 9th time, so that's 9 views already. Anyway, so here we are, this is it, chapter 9 of 9, or chapter 53 overall, season 11 comic book. Wow, what a way to finish the chapter, the story arc even. We've got Booster Gold and Skeets who are trying to help out as best as possible on their end. They want to go, they've arrived on Earth where a gravity weapon has descended from the new Krypton planet. So that's what's happening in Metropolis, is that, you know, this gravity bomb has basically, you know, it's just made Metropolis into a gravity-free zone. So all the humans are currently suspended in the air. So Legionnaires and along with Kara, they've all arrived to try and come up with some sort of solution to prevent any further damage from occurring. EarthGov intervene, but it was not to cause a problem. They're actually here to it's a rescue operation apparently. Lightning Lad isn't happy because obviously he got locked up by them. Also Kara was also imprisoned by them as well. So obviously the plan is to save the people of Earth, or the people of Metropolis. So the Legionnaires and EarthGov basically work together. But then something's happening obviously over on New Krypton. But obviously, if you remember at the last week's chapter, Superman and Doomsday are battling, and Superman's going to put Doomsday into the sun. Whilst he's doing this, he's still talking to Imra via telepathic conversations, you know, through their minds. Imra realizes what Superman is going to do, you know, sacrifice his life kind of thing. But then something surprises him, and it surprises me as well. I didn't expect it to happen. I thought maybe he was going to find a way to get himself out of trouble. But let's just say, as it says it here, you didn't think we were letting your destiny go down without a fight, did you? So, yeah. All I can say is I love Legion of Superheroes. I absolutely love the Legionnaires. So anyway, when the crisis is over, Doomsday's been thrown into the sun. Whether or not that actually kills the creature is another question altogether, because whilst he's put him in the sun, I really don't think that that's killed him, because, you know, it's Doomsday. I mean, he has the ability to adapt and evolve, you know. So who knows? We might see him again. I'm not ruling him out. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm sure Brian and everybody else will probably agree as well. So anyway, after all that happens, Superman's in Metropolis. We've got this blonde kid being chased by his mother. What's interesting is that everybody in Metropolis now has a jetpack, so that, you know, they can fly around for a bit, or if they want, they can also walk as well as freely as possible. And a shock thing happens. This blonde kid, his name, it basically makes Superman cry. I'm not going to tell you his name, because all I'm going to say is that for me, it warmed my heart. It really did warm my heart, and if you've read this, you'll know exactly what I mean. But then I realised that in the 31st century, this character does exist, and he's you know, if you've read the comics and if you've seen you know, animated shows, this character does come back in time to help the Teen Titans and the Justice League in particular as well, in some ways. When he comes back in time, he does become a member of the Teen Titans as well at one point. So I think you now know who it is I'm actually referring to. So anyway, peace talks are going. You know, there's let's just say that EarthGov have actually realised that Kurt Niedrig was doing things behind their back that they didn't expect him, that they didn't basically allow. He unleashed the monster Doomsday. EarthGov didn't want that to happen. You know, they had no idea that Kurt was behind all of that, and that he instigated all the troubles with the aliens, because he is a xenophobe. He hates aliens so much. He really doesn't trust him one bit. He's basically the future's version of Lex Luthor. So there is that, but there is a way for EarthGov and the Kryptonians are working together to neutralize the gravity in Metropolis. So how long that's going to take to eventually settle and resolve the actual permanent solution for the gravity remains to be seen. Superman gets his Legion ring back, and that's the main thing there. And then Clark and Kara both have a conversation up in space. Clark's telling Kara how you know, Chloe's having her baby shower like in a few months, 1,000 years ago. But yeah, and then Kara, for the first time, I love the ending. She says for the first time, you know, that she's actually felt at peace since her parents put her in the ship. That the only mission she's ever known is her own, and now she doesn't have a mission. You know, she says, I honestly don't know, and I couldn't be happier for it. And it's amazing that she now feels at peace. She no longer really has a mission as such, or at least she thinks there is a mission for her, but she doesn't know what it is. And it's now a case of the sky's the limit, the world's her oyster. She can pretty much do anything she wants now, and she feels at ease at herself now, and she can now enjoy her life as peacefully as possible. That's not to say that the 31st century isn't without danger. It will have dangers, but for the first time in a long time, Kara can actually feel, yeah, she can calm now. So again, excellent ending. Really solid chapter, and what an epic ending to an amazing story arc as well. So hats off to Brian and Kat, and also to Daniel for the artwork as well. It has been an amazing journey. I would like to see Daniel do some more work with Brian and Kat as well at some point. I know that he's also tweeted me saying that he would love to work with them again, so I would like to see him come back. I don't know if the new side story starts next week, but if not, I think if Olympus doesn't start next week, it will start the week after. So obviously Olympus, starring Diana, the Amazonian princess, will be featuring heavily. I can't wait to read that storyline. That's going to be awesome. Anyway, as always, thank you all for watching. Hope you have all have a good weekend. See you all very soon. Bye.